with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now Elliott. Got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Watson on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On first down, Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had some
touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Mayfield off the play fake. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking for Campbell downfield. It got his man complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Washington. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Watson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Paris Campbell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Mayfield on play action.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and this one is incomplete.
And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Switch.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. That swung out wide to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Once again, he finds Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first and 10, Watson. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Cowboys 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Rolling to his right. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's a run with Mixon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson. Buying time to his left. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Washington. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
1 play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These 2 division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Watson's throw taken in by Slayton.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dayo Odengbo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not.
There he goes left side. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To the air yet again, Watson. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Mayfield.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's brought down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Clay Brooks to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, the offense down the field longer than you expect.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Let's set a tone, fella.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield dancing to his left. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing now, Watson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he'll
just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
They don't get nothing.